And an SDLP councillor has called on the Regional Development Minister, Conor Murphy, to invest in the roads of Mid-Tyrone. Seamus Shields says it's now time for motorists to consider some form of protest, including, apparently, withholding car tax. So should the SDLP be advocating law-breaking? With me now is an MLA for the area, Patsy Badlone of the SDLP. You're very welcome.
Great, Jim. How are you doing?
So, the SDLP advocating breaking the law, is that what it's come to?
Well, I don't think that's what it's come to. I think maybe at the end of the day what the Minister has to do is account for why there are so many potholes in our rural constituencies. Like, on my way here, I travelled and I was up through Kildress yesterday. I came down through Ballymcguigan, Newbridge, Ballinderry, Arboe, and the roads are atrocious. I've been a councillor for part of that area since 1993 and obviously MLA since 2003. I have never seen the roads in worse condition in all my day, and the number of inquiries that I'm getting into my constituency offices from people who have just had burst and broken their rims, suspension of their cars ruined. The number, as we know from recent figures, the number of compensation claims to road service have gone up, have rocketed in fact.
The recent bad weather apparently hasn't helped. We've heard reports of obviously the ice getting into roads, and that actually has had a dramatic effect in some areas.
Yes, well, I've heard that reason given for the whole proliferation of these potholes around the place, and the reason why whenever you're driving down the road in front of or behind a car, you see that car in front of you zigzagging, and you know to stay clear there's more potholes afoot. But I've been on to the section office of road service in both Cookstown and Marifelt, and really, they're at a loss. They don't have the money, they don't have the resources, and still this flood of compensation claims is coming in. Really, those of us who live west of the Bann, like Seamus Shields, and Seamus is right, saying there, he's very angry about the issue quite clearly. We're looking to...
Is he right to advocate withholding your car tax?
Well, I wouldn't do that because I don't want to get anybody into further handling and more expense in actual fact than what they're already in.
Would it be like Barry McElduff? You'd have to go and apologise to the Chamber if you advocated anything perhaps like that.
Well, far be it for me to do that, Jim. But I think maybe some people, and particularly the number of people that have been in touch with me, are in a big enough financial handling as a result of the damage done to their vehicles without having to withhold tax and maybe wind up in court and the likes of that. And I couldn't advocate that. I understand the serious anger that's out there because people look at their rates bills, they look at their tax bills and the taxation for their vehicles, and they say, what's this been spent on? You're driving down the road, and really it is a zigzag.
What's happening now under the review of public administration? Refresh my memory, there was some discussion as to whether or not responsibility for local roads might fall back to the bigger councils. Some
of the minor roads works may fall to that, and clearly there is a big concern out there that compatible budgets would not transfer over to the councils, and therefore that the ratepayers themselves would have further expense in the 11 new councils to take shape from 2011 onwards. So that's a big issue out there. That in fact what's happening is a process of deterioration of the roads and then leave the handling. The big problem with the new councils for them to try and pick up the pieces at increased cost to the ratepayers.
And what's Conor Murphy's department been saying about this to date?
Well, not an awful lot, other than to say, where do you want us to take the money from? But my contention is would they rather spend thousands and thousands of pounds in compensation claims back to people or fix a few potholes in the country?
OK, Patsy Badlone, many thanks indeed.
OK, thanks indeed, Jim.